All right, well, it's time for another project here. The beautiful wife has been searching Pinterest and has run across this welcome sign idea. So we thought we'd put this together and I'd film it for you guys. So we're joining the trend of doing the welcome sign on some pallet wood where the O is an object of some sort. So we're going to use this camper here. Not quite, doesn't quite look like ours yet. But right now I've got the pallet wood ready, I've got the letters, and I've got the object for the O, and ready to get started. So if you would, stick around for this video here at Project 9 Oaks. We got our just under 6 inches tall, something like that. Yeah, they look like 3.5 to 5.5 to 5 3/4 letter size. So when you kind of stack this on here, it's not quite gonna make it. So we're gonna need to stagger this a little bit, and it's too. I don't think it's wide enough to have the letters just on one. I don't think it'll look good, you know, too skinny. So we'll put it on two. But instead of doing that, we're gonna kind of offset it, and I'm going to, trim this one down. Put it here and then the other half up at the top. So that way we can get it split up and you can have a place for this. I'm going to cut this off. But anyway, so that's kind of the general idea. I'm going to cut this down on the miter saw here, and then we'll flip it over and start putting it together. Okay, I've got it spaced out how I'd like it. Here at the bottom, it's about 5 inches off the bottom, and it's about 2 inches between each letter and the object as well. So I think that looks pretty good. 2-inch gap between everything and about 5 inches top and bottom. So now that we've got kind of the total length determined, we can figure out how to fill these gaps here on the side with the correct length of wood. Get out of the way. So right now, for this gap, 20.5 inches. So I need to cut I think that'll be fine because the total length is 42. So it's basically in half. So you cut a little bit less than half of this will fit in here like this. The other half on the other side. And the plan is to then flip everything over and glue it together with some scrap wood that I have here, probably just cutting strips, gluing it together, making sure not to glue across the middle because a lot of times that glue comes out through the top and you'll see it in the front. But we're going to glue it first and then come back after it's hardened a little bit and flip it back over and then probably shoot some finish nails through it so it goes into that wood in the back. So doing that next, let's go cut this on the miter saw and we'll get going. Okay, here we are all laid out. The total length of this is 5 feet 2.5 inches to be, really too exact, but so 5 feet 2 inches. And then I got these little strips of wood here that I'm going to use to glue across the back, kind of tying all this together, something like this. I'm going to set a landscape block here on, just something heavy to hold that down. So this is it. I'll bring you along when this is hardened up, and we'll kind of do the finishing touches on this back panel, and then we'll get all the letters and stuff glued on the front. And then we're going to start laying this out, and I think it's going to end up being about 5 inches from the top and then 2 inches kind of between everything. And then the O, it's a little large, but I think it'll work. Something like this. So again, not much to it. What I think I'm going to do is start at the one end, either down here at the bottom or at the top here, and make sure I have a speed square so I can get it centered, so I can get it level with the side here, and then I'm going to measure it to make sure it's centered. Okay, so now that the letters are all glued in, it's time to screw this hook in. So I've kind of pre-drilled the hole. This is just something I had laying around, so I'm going to make it work. Again, using some free stuff here. It's always good to keep random things like this around. So nothing crazy, but I think that's gonna hang on it. If I need to, I can put another hook to the other side to kind of make two, so it kind of is nice and centered. If this, you know, is like weighted to one side or something and wants to like hang all crooked. So I may do that, but I'm gonna let all these letters glue pretty solid for the night, and then come back tomorrow and you know, finish it off and then go set it out on the porch. All right, here we go. We got it set up here on the front door. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? If this helps you out in your project, hope it does. But anyway, I appreciate you sticking around for this quick episode and for this short project, another Pinterest special here at Project 9 Oaks. Thanks for sticking around.